Elliots Quest, The Silver Key and the Whispering Stone. Once upon a time, in a small, cozy house nestled at the edge of a magical forest, lived a curly-haired boy named Eliot. Eliot was just 7 years old, with sparkling blue eyes that held a world of dreams. He loved to play his magical flute, which could make flowers bloom and trees sway, filling the air with sweet, enchanting melodies. But Eliot was very shy. So shy that he couldn't speak to anyone except his friend, Fuego. Fuego was a fiery red dragon with golden eyes that twinkled with wisdom. He was always there for Eliot, comforting him when he was scared, laughing at his jokes, and helping him understand the world. "Eliot," Fuego would say in his deep, rumbling voice, "you're not the only one who finds it hard to speak. There are many others like you." Eliot knew this to be true. He had heard stories of other children who, like him, found it hard to talk. He longed to be like them, to overcome his fear and speak freely. If they can do it, he thought, why can't I? He wanted to join the other children in their games so much, to laugh and shout with them, but his fear always held him back. One sunny day, while Eliot and Fuego were exploring the magical forest, they stumbled upon a small, shiny object half buried in the soft, mossy ground. It was a small silver key, decorated with intricate dragon symbols. Eliot's heart fluttered with excitement as he picked up the key, feeling its cool metal against his palm. The glowing key and the hidden message. Suddenly, the key started to glow, revealing hidden words that shone like stars in the night sky. "To find your voice, seek the whispering stone," read Eliot aloud. His voice echoed through the forest, sending a shiver of anticipation down his spine. Next, the key projected a hidden message into the clear blue sky, a shadowy image of a creature spreading silence across the realm. Eliot and Fuego exchanged worried glances. "We must find the whispering stone," Fuego declared. "Not just for you, Eliot, but for the whole forest." Eliot felt a surge of strength. "I can do this," he thought. "I can find the whispering stone. I can overcome my fear." With a newfound resolve, he tucked the key safely in his pocket and, together with Fuego, embarked on their quest. The journey begins. Their journey was filled with wondrous sights and sounds. They traveled through meadows where flowers sang lullabies, crossed rivers that whispered tales of old, and climbed hills that echoed with the laughter of the wind. Their path was lit by the twinkling stars, guiding them deeper into the mystical forest. As they journeyed, Eliot and Fuego shared stories, hopes, and dreams. "Fuego," Eliot would often say, "I wish I could talk to others like I talk to you." Fuego would smile, patting Eliot's head gently. "In time, Eliot, in time." After days of travel, they arrived at a fork in the path, unsure of which way to go. Just then, the silver key in Eliot's pocket began to glow, casting a soft light on the path to the right. With renewed hope, Eliot and Fuego followed the light, their hearts filled with anticipation of what lay ahead. Their quest had just begun. The Whispering River and the Silent Tree. Following the mossy path, Eliot and Fuego ventured deeper into the mystical forest, where shadows danced and whispers lingered. The soft glow from the silver key lit their way, casting beautiful patterns on the forest floor. As they journeyed, they felt the comforting rhythm of the forest, the trees swaying gently in the breeze, the flowers blooming in harmony with the song of Eliot's flute. "Fuego," Eliot whispered. "Do you feel that? The rhythm, the harmony? It's like the forest is speaking to us." Before long, they came to a sparkling river. Its waters glistened under the moonlight, whispering tales of old. The river flowed with a rhythm, a soothing lullaby that made the flowers bloom and the trees sway. "Listen, Eliot," Fuego said. "The river is singing." Just then, they spotted a wise old tree named Willow. Willow was tall and proud, her emerald leaves shimmering in the moonlight. She was known for her ancient wisdom, but she had been silent for many years. "Willow," Fuego said, "we need your help. The forest is losing its magic." The mountains echo and the rainbow bridge. Willow looked at Eliot and Fuego with sadness in her eyes. "I wish I could help," she whispered, "but I've lost my voice. Without it, I can't guide the forest." Elliot felt a pang of sadness. He knew what it was like to lose your voice, to feel like you couldn't speak. He took out his magical flute and played a soft melody. The tune flowed like a river, reaching Willow's silent heart. Slowly, the tree began to whisper, her voice like a gentle breeze rustling the leaves. The forest seemed to breathe a sigh of relief as the magic started to flow again. As Willow found her voice, the silver key in Elliott's pocket shimmered brighter, pulsating in rhythm with the newfound harmony in the forest. "Look, Fuego," Elliot said, holding up the glowing key. "It's reacting to the forest's harmony." With Willow's voice restored, a path of glowing moss appeared, leading them to a distant mountain peak bathed in moonlight. Eliot and Fuego followed the path, their hearts filled with hope and determination. As they climbed the moonlit mountain, they saw a cave entrance adorned with glowing gemstones. Inside the cave lived Echo, a silver fox known for her beautiful voice. But Echo, too, had lost her voice to Silencio, and without it, the mountain's magical creatures were losing their courage. The Whispering Stone and the Silent Shadow. Elliot knew he had to help Echo. He played a brave melody on his flute, filling the cave with warmth and courage. As the melody echoed through the cave, Echo found her voice, filling the mountain with her enchanting song. The mountain's creatures cheered, their courage restored. As the echoes of Echo's song filled the cave, the silver key sparkled radiantly, its dragon motifs dancing in joy. The key was leading them, guiding them to their next destination. A rainbow bridge appeared, leading them to the heart of the forest, where the Whispering Stone was rumored to be. Crossing the rainbow bridge, Eliot and Fuego arrived at the heart of the forest. There, in a glade filled with ethereal light, stood the Whispering Stone, silent and still. But with the stone came Silencio. His shadowy figure loomed over them, determined to keep the Whispering Stone silent. Eliot felt a chill run down his spine, but he knew he had to face his fear. He played the bravest melody he had ever played. The Whispering Stone hummed to life, driving Silencio away and restoring the forest's magic. Elliots Transformation and the Golden Flute. As the Whispering Stone sang, the silver key transformed into a golden flute, shining like Elliott's change from a shy boy to a brave hero. With Silencio gone and the forest's magic restored, Eliot and Fuego returned home. Their hearts were filled with joy and their minds with memories of their magical journey. And Eliot, with his golden flute, knew he had found his voice. With the Whispering Stone singing its magical tune and Silencio banished, Eliot and Fuego began their journey home. The forest, once filled with silence, was now bursting with the beautiful symphony of nature. Birds sang in harmony, the wind whistled playful tunes, and the trees danced to the rhythm of the forest's newfound joy. As they approached the edge of the forest, their cozy house came into view. The sun was rising, casting a golden glow over the house, making it look more welcoming than ever. The garden was in full bloom, and the sweet scent of the flowers wafted through the air. "We're home, Fuego," Eliot said with a smile. Eliot's new life and the power of music. Eliot felt different. He was no longer the shy boy who couldn't speak. He had faced his fears, solved riddles, and even defeated Silencio. He felt a sense of pride and confidence. "I did it," he thought to himself. "I found my voice." And with that thought, he felt a rush of happiness. Life after the adventure was different for Eliot. He still had moments of shyness, but now he knew how to overcome them. He would take a deep breath, remember his journey in the forest, and find his voice again. He had learned that he had the power to overcome his fears and that he was braver than he thought. One sunny afternoon, Eliot saw a new boy in the neighborhood. The boy was quiet and hardly spoke to anyone. Eliot recognized the look in the boy's eyes. It was the same look he used to have. He walked over to the boy and introduced himself. "Hi, I'm Eliot. Would you like to play with my magical flute?" The boy looked surprised, but nodded. Eliot taught him how to play the flute, and as the boy played, he started to open up. He shared his stories and fears with Eliot, Elliot listened, nodded, and shared his own story. He told the boy about his adventure, about Fuego, the whispering stone, and Silencio. He told him how he found his voice, and how he learned to speak up. The boy listened, his eyes wide with wonder. As weeks turned into months, Elliot noticed changes in his life. He was no longer the shy boy who couldn't speak. He was now a confident boy who could express his thoughts and feelings. He made friends, played games, and even shared his magical flute's music with the neighborhood. He enjoyed his new life and felt proud of his transformation. One day, as Elliot was playing his golden flute, he looked at Fuego and said, "Fuego, I want to be a musician when I grow up. I want to share the magic of music with the world, just like we did with the forest." Fuego smiled, his golden eyes twinkling with pride. "And you will, Elliot. I believe in you." As the sun set, painting the sky with hues of orange and purple, Elliot thought about his future. He saw himself playing music, spreading joy, and helping others find their voice, just like he did. He knew that his journey was just beginning, and he was excited to see where it would take him. And so, Elliot, the boy who once couldn't speak, now dreamed of a future filled with music, friendship, and adventure. He knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, he would face them with bravery, just like he did in the forest. Because he now knew, deep in his heart, that he had found his voice, and nothing could silence him again.